Hey, what is up everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at Polkadot, which is currently up 0.5%. Now the entire market is slowly starting to come back down today, and we're going to be jumping into exactly where I think Polkadot and a few other coins could be going over the next few days. So yeah, before we jump into that, I want to ask you guys to check out the Discord down below. You can see on the screen right now just how many trades our members have been winning from simply joining, copying and pasting the trades into their own exchange and profiting, like you're seeing on the screen right now. Super simple to join up and super simple to also copy the trade. So yeah, make sure you do so. I'll leave a link to the Discord in the description. It will be the first link there. Make sure you join up. Now back to Polkadot. So overall Polkadot's been trending up quite well, still up today. However, I think that's going to come to a bit of a halt in just a few hours or a day. Bitcoin is starting to resist this level here at 88,000, which is what we talked about in a few videos, how if it's not going to be able to break above and not carry the momentum, then we're most likely going to see it sort of see a reversal here and probably fall back down to 74, maybe even $69,000. The S&P is also seeing a big red day today at down 1.4%. ETH also down 3.5%, back down below 2k. Solana down 4%. Lots of coins are starting to struggle, which is a bit sad to see, especially after the good run we had over the last few days. It is slightly sad to see. However, that does mean we're going to get another buying opportunity, which is really good. So if you remember a few videos ago on Polkadot, we were talking about how anything under $5 is a decent entry on Polkadot, but anything under $4 is a great entry, and that's when you should really be scaling into your positions. We have been under $4 multiple times and for quite a while, so there was numerous times to turn to previously, but I think that time is going to come again. It's going to be, I think, like a 15% dip down, 15-16% dip down to that area, which will probably come if the market doesn't resolve itself again. Everything is purely based right now on the market's condition, and the market is in a very bad condition. However, that can change very quickly if we see positive impact from the tariffs, if we see a ceasefire in Europe. A lot of these things could cause the market to instantly reverse. Obviously they take time to actually progress and fold over, but as soon as that news launches, you'll see a reversal, because that's all that's driving the market down right now, is that uncertainty, and it's just adding fuel to the fire. Nobody really wants to be buying right now, all due to that uncertainty, and each day that we don't get that positive news, it's just going to drive the price lower and lower. Now previously, I think it was on Wednesday or last Wednesday, we were hopeful that we would get rate cuts, and essentially those rate cuts would have been one of those positive impact news that we'd get and see a pump from, because then it'd sort of cause a snowball effect, and I think the tariffs would get slightly eased. I think it'd make negotiations a lot easier as well, because Trump needs these lower interest rates. He needs to borrow money for the US. I think I can't remember exactly how much they want to borrow, but regardless, they need to borrow roughly $2 trillion, and the rates right now are very high, so it's not going to be feasible for them to borrow it right now. So what Trump is doing is essentially causing a slight market crash, as he did say we're going to experience some short-term pain. He's causing that market crash, and in hopes of that market crash, he thinks that Powell will hopefully implement rate cuts, and when we get those rate cuts, you'll see the market rebound a bit, because rate cuts will not only allow the US to borrow money at a lower rate, it'll allow the entire country to borrow money at a lower rate. And what that does is it causes a snowball effect. So we get one person who borrows money, he might invest $10 and spend $90. Then the person he spends $90 with might invest $10, spends $80, and it causes this effect, and more people borrow money, more people invest, more people spend, that person invests, and it's just this everlasting snowball effect of that borrowed money coming back into the market. And that's what the US does really well, is it keeps borrowing high, keeps spending high, and that's why it's one of the most powerful countries. However, obviously right now that has been heavily halted with higher interest rates, but once we do get low interest rates, you'll see that continue. And again, when that prevails, all alts and I mean in specific, Bitcoin will rally. But if you're in crypto, then you'll know by now, when Bitcoin rallies, the entire market rallies. It's not like we're going to see Bitcoin up 10% and alts down 5%. Alts will be up as well. The other key thing we need to take a look at though is Bitcoin dominance, because when Bitcoin dominance is rallying, it's not good for alts. So if I take a look here, you'll see it's starting to slowly come up 0.3% today. We need it to come down to roughly 60% right here. If it does so, great, we'll see alts continue to rise. If not, again, alts will continue to fall. We have topped out here at 64%. I don't think we'll go any higher than this. It's going to be very difficult. This was huge liquidation caused in the market, so I don't think we will be going any higher than that. We should start to come down relatively soon. Again, everything is purely news based right now. So once that news does get released, it'll cause a snowball effect. Plus we have a lot of good news pending. You know, the crypto reserve, yeah, the news wasn't amazing, but once we actually get a launch of the crypto reserve, more detailed information about it, you'll see the market respond well. But hopefully that reserve news comes after the, you know, tariffs and cuts and everything like that, because the market will be in a better state. And when we get news like that, that's when markets pump 10, 20, 30, 40, 50%. Then we also have these ETFs, lots of ETFs being filed for, you know, Sui, HBAR, Solana, Dogecoin. Soon enough we'll get Polkadot ETFs being filed for, and that will respond well in the market. Now more on the investing thesis, we're essentially staking up our Polkadot. So we buy in, you know, under $5, extremely under $4, we stake it up for like 16% APR, that compounds, and we're going to be holding hopefully until $11 to $12. Now every time previously we've been in this area, we've rallied back up and hit this area 100 times, 100% of the time. Every time we've dropped under $4, we've always come back up to $11. So purely based off that, take profit's going to be roughly 3x. With the staking, it's going to be like 3.3 to 3.5x, simply because of the compounding effect. It's not just 16%, it's 16% plus the compounding effect. So it's, you know, if you stake up 10 Polkadot, 16% will be 1.6. That gets added on 11.6, then 10%, you know, 15% of that, and so on and so on and so on. I'm not great at explaining maths, but essentially that's how it would work. And again, I think it's a very risk to reward based trade. You know, the reward is much greater than the risk we're taking, because we're getting it at such a discounted rate right now. Under $4 I think is one of the best prices you can get Polkadot. You know, every time we touch this area, we always rally back up. So yeah, historically it's proven to be good. Even at just a pure value basis, I think it's great. You know, we're at a much better stage right now in crypto than we were in, for example, October, from when we were in October of last 2021 as well. So yeah, now if you did enjoy today's video, please do make sure to like and subscribe. And if you want to be getting my trades sent to you every single day, then check out the Discord down below. And if you need a place to actually buy, sell, or trade cryptocurrency for the lowest fees with the best sign-up bonuses, then check out all the exchanges we're working with down below. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, guys.